I'm not going to say Patreon. Hello, welcome. Yeah, happy Tuesday. I'm Gloria. This is Yoga with Gloria. And today we have another full body flow. We will work a little more on leg stretching our legs. Make sure you have a blanket would be helpful. And if you can think of a place maybe against a wall later, we're going to do a really intense stretch for the thighs, hip flexors. Okay, all right. So please remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Like the video before you run off and forget. And please continue sharing. We're getting closer to our 500 number. And again, I want to thank you, Patrons, that are helping to support the class and the live streams and making it possible for me to offer free yoga, full classes. All right, let's get started. Please say hello in the comments. Hello, Alice. Hello, John Wadsworth. Welcome. Okay, so let's start seated. And we're just going to take our head tick-tock back and forth a little. Feel for any tension you might feel on the side of your neck. To start, chin to the chest. Ear over one shoulder, chin to the chest. Ear over the other shoulder. Chin to the chest. And you can continue flowing side to side, or you can take full neck rolls all the way back if it's okay with your neck. And we're going to take it the opposite direction. All right, and we're going to turn and look over the left shoulder and turn and look over the right shoulder. Turn and look over the left shoulder, trying to line up your chin as much as you can over that shoulder. Hello, Lily from foggy San Francisco. Welcome. I'm glad you can join today. And turn one more time, turning, looking over one shoulder. And then turning and looking over the other shoulder. All right, let's take your hands behind you. Open up your chest. And if you can, you're going to straighten the arms. If it's too tight, you can take a belt or a towel and straighten. Let's take your hands to the left. Look over your right shoulder. And hands to the right. Look over the left shoulder. Okay, and let's take a side bend nice into our side body. Turn the gaze up. Hello, Tammy Hayden. Welcome. And you're going to side bend here. So if you can't take your forearm down, you're just like this. And you're just fanning out the rib cage. Fanning out that side body. Lengthen up through the crown of your head. And you just take a little gentle twist here to start. Super straight posture. And just notice how tight your back might be as we begin here, your spine with twisting. And other side, the hand to the opposite knee, lengthening up through the crown of your head. Right, back to center. Okay, we're just going to close our eyes for less than a minute here, connecting to our breath before we start the flow. So you're going to, as you inhale, you're going to feel your belly expand. On the exhale, inhale, and then you'll feel it relax on the exhale. So on the inhale, feel your belly expand. And exhale, just relax. Inhale, belly, ribs, and chest rise on the inhale and fall on the exhale. And we'll take one deep breath in and we'll hold our breath at the top. Open our mouth and let it go. 2 more times. Inhale, filling up. Holding your breath. Opening your mouth, blowing it out. Last time, inhale, filling up. Holding your breath, lifting your chest, taking the sides of your neck back, and trying to hold your breath in. Maybe just 10 more seconds, trying to reset your stress levels. Open your mouth, blow it out. Hands in front of your heart, drop your gaze. And take a moment to call up an intention for today's class. And we'll seal that in with 3 ohms, inhaling deeply. All right, and we'll start on your backs. So welcome Walla Perry from, can't read it, from South Dakota. Welcome. So we're going to lay down on your back and keep your feet on the floor for a moment as we just slowly drop your knees from side to side and just feel any tension or tightness, hip flexors or low back, anywhere you're tense, and just notice that. Hello, Teresa from Virginia. Welcome. And then we're going to stretch into our hamstring so you can interlace your fingers behind your right leg here. So if you're tighter and you might want to keep this leg bent, your opposite leg. Otherwise, you can straighten both legs if you are more flexible. And then go ahead and make circles with your right ankle in one direction and then the other. And just notice how tight the hamstring is. Hamstrings, more than one. So And you can drop your right hand out to the side, the elbow down, and just catch your calf as it goes out to the side. Or you can put a strap around and take it out to the side. But most people, you can just hold it up like this. If you're more flexible, just grab your big toe and take it out to the side. If you don't have furniture in the way, you can also put it against furniture like so. And you just want to make sure that left hip is not rocking up too much. So you feel a nice stretch. Try to keep your shoulder blades on the floor as best you can, and then bring it back up into your chest. And we're just going to take a little twist here, side over to the side, stacking your pelvis one over the other, your sitting bones, and then reaching your arm out, maybe straightening the leg if it feels okay for you, and maybe taking the right arm up and then out and up and out if it feels good for you. All right, back to center. Let's go to the other side. Left leg is straight, interlacing behind your leg for a hamstring stretch. So again, you can keep your right leg flat on the floor or straighten it. And you can do circles in one direction with your foot or the other. And if you're more flexible, you can, of course, bring it closer to your body, to your head. You can notice how tight these hamstrings are compared to the right leg, if you notice any difference. So most people will bring your left elbow to the floor and then hold your palm out to catch your leg, and this will be fine. If you're more flexible, you can grab your big toe and take it out to the side. Again, you want to keep your right hip down. Try to keep your shoulder blades both on the floor. So you should feel that nice stretch. Adductor, inner thigh. Bring it back up, and you'll draw the knee into your chest, and you're going to stack one sitting bone over the other as you turn over to the side and extend the arm out. So you can either keep a bent knee here, or you can straighten the leg, again holding underneath, or you can straighten it all the way if you like. And the left hand can go up above your head and then out to the side and up. So a nice stretch all the way up in that underarm. You can keep the arm straight or bent. 2 more times. Okay. Right leg up. We'll do a little core and also warms up your hamstrings. So if you want to take it easy, you can keep your head on the floor and you will scissor the legs and do it like this. Okay, keep your head on the floor to be easier. Otherwise, to make it harder, you draw the belly in towards your spine, lift your head and shoulders up, straighten both legs, squeeze your inner thighs together, point your toes, pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Pull, pull, switch. Let's do 10 more. 9, 8, 7. Again, if it's tiring, put your head down. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And release. Knees into your chest. Let's take a happy baby pose. So knees come wide. And if you can, hold the bottom of your feet, inner arches or outer arches. If you can't reach your feet, you can just hug on to the back of your hamstrings, of your legs. All right. Try to stamp your low back into the floor, recreating that lumbar curve. And release. Let's rock on up. Cross your ankles. And we'll come onto all fours. Just do a little cat-cow here. Drop your belly. Look up. Exhale, round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Look up, round your back. Tuck the tailbone under. Again. A little stretch with your carpal tunnel muscles. Turn your fingers towards your knees. Or you can walk them closer to the knees if it's too big a stretch. There you are, Roseanne. And then back up. Claw the knuckles. Look up. A little cat-cow with lion's breath. 2 more. And last one. All right, let's bring your fingers back forward here. And we're going to take your right leg forward for an early stretch here. Hip flexors on your knees. Interlace your fingers. Bring your hips forward. So fill into those left hip flexors. Pressing into the back knee, lifting up through the crown of your head. Okay, the right forearm rests on your thigh. We'll do a side body stretch. Coming back to center. So you're going to drop your left hand for an easy twist. Or you can take your elbow, hook it past your knee for a deeper twist. Option to lift up off the back knee. And lower the knee. Come to your knees, rock it forward, lower to your belly. And let's come up into a Cobra or Sphinx down on your forearms. Ashley, welcome. So you're on your forearms, or you can come and do a full Cobra if you're ready. Roll the shoulders back. Take the back of your neck back. Press into the tops of your feet. Look, turn and look over your left shoulder and over the right shoulder. Back to center. Curl the toes. Downward dog. So pedal your feet. Shake your head yes and no. And then we'll take your left leg forward, drop your right knee to the floor for low lunge. Interlace your fingers over your thigh and bring your hips forward, lifting up through the crown of your head. All right, left palm up. You're going to rest your forearm right here on your thigh, and you're going to come into a side body, fanning open. Nice, delicious side body stretch. All right, so either right hand comes down for an easy twist, or you can hook your elbow past your knee here. Find a namaste hands and stay here, or lift up off the back knee. And release. Step it back. Either on your knees, rocking forward, pushing out 3 chaturangas, or you can do a full chaturanga. 1, 2, 3, building some upper body strength. Find a cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Bend your left knee and twist over to the right. If you can't touch the floor, you're going to bend the left knee, rest your elbow over that thigh and twist. Other side, bend the right knee and twist. Back to center and circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Okay, we're going to take maybe 2 rounds to warm up. Sensation. Circle the arms. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Nice flat back. Exhale, fold right leg back. Left leg back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Find a cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Circle the arms. Inhale, exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Right leg back. Chaturanga or to your belly. Cobra. Downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. If you need help, you can drop to your knees and grab that ankle. Bring it forward. Okay, step it forward. Forward fold. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. 1 more round. Circling the arms. Inhale, exhale, fold. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Right leg back. Left leg back. Chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. Left leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Last time, left side. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, folding forward. Lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold. Left leg back. Right leg back. Lower to your belly or chaturanga, cobra or up dog. And downward facing dog. Left leg steps forward. Right leg steps forward. Circle the arms up. Exhale, hands in front of the heart. Bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose, Utkatasana. Hands behind, clasp your hands and fold forward. Maybe straighten the arms overhead. Big shoulder stretch, look over your left. Look over your right side. Release your hands to the floor. Bend your knees, walk, step, or jump back. Lower to your belly, point your toes. Come up for cobra. And downward facing dog. Right leg steps forward. So on your fingertips, you're going to bend and tap the back knee down. Keep your chest on your thigh and look up. Then you're going to straighten both legs so you can bring it closer. Shorter stance if you need to. If you can't touch the floor, you can use your blocks, your soup cans, or you can use a table, a chair here. Want to really have some good support so you feel that nice stretch in the back of your right hamstring. Okay? So holding here. The hands can go out, I like about as wide as the mat, and you can pulse a little with me, or you can hold static stretch. I like to pulse a little, softening up the hamstrings. And pause. Drop your back knee down. Come on up for low lunge. Interlace your fingers. Hips reaching forward. Looking up, maybe taking the arms overhead. Hands to the floor or to blocks. You're just going to shift your hips back so the front leg is straight. So you can either kind of dynamically move between the two poses, keeping the chest on the thigh, forward and back. So in the back, when you really want to dig it down, the heel, and pull it back, scoop your heart forward. Or if you prefer, or when you're ready, you can just stay in Ardha Hanuman. Heel down, toes up, dragging it back towards you, and possibly keeping those actions and folding over, forehead towards the shin. Okay, and then we're gonna come forward again. You're gonna rest your right hand your right elbow over your thigh. And this one is not for everyone. So if you can't do this, just lay on your belly, completely on your belly, and try to grab your left foot. Okay? So try to grab your left foot, balancing here, maybe pulling it in. This one's a little tricky, so don't worry if you can't get it. And release. All right, let's do the other side. So you can come down to your belly if you want to take one nice strong chaturanga, elbows back, cobra or up dog, and downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose and out your mouth. And just feel into your hamstrings. Notice how the right side feels now that it's stretched a little more than the left. And then we'll try to even that out here. Left leg straight up, three-legged dog. And we're going to bring it forward. Stay on your fingertips. And slowly lower that back knee down. So keeping your chest on your thigh for the first few here. You're going to straighten the leg. If you want, you can step the back foot in a little. Good. Again, if you need to use a wall or chair or bricks or something, you can do that. So we're just folding over this straight leg here. You want to square your hips, so really take your left hip back, and even a little inch pressing that back, you'll feel it. A big stretch in the back of your hamstrings. And you can pulse here with me if you like, or you can just hold static stretch. Maybe 9 more. All right, let's drop the back knee down. And so from here, you're going to pull it back for Ardha Hanuman. Heel down, toes up. And you can just move between these two poses here. Maybe with blocks under your hands or not. Try to keep your hips squared forward. And when you're ready, you're just going to straighten the front leg as much as you're comfortable. Maybe on fingertips. Heel down, pulling back towards you isometrically and scooping your heart forward. If you can keep those actions and also fold over the front foot, forehead towards your shin, go for it. Okay, and then coming up. So again, going flat on your belly. If you're not able to catch your foot here, we're going to bend. You can rest your elbow over the knee, over the thigh here. Keep your hips forward and see if you can reach your back. But if you can, just pull it in, feel a little quad stretch. Maybe you can reach with both if it feels okay. All right, and release. Let's take it back. Lower to your belly. Point your toes. Hands by your hips. Chin down. Shalabhasana. Lift everything up. And down. everything up and down, and then find a nice cobra. Roll your shoulders back. Maybe even look up if it's comfortable for you. Downward facing dog. Feet together, right leg lifts, bend it, stack it, open up your hips. Look under your left underarm. And then bring your right leg forward. Come on up for high lunge. Crescent pose. Hips are squared forward. Left elbow over right, eagle arms. Lift your elbows so you can keep your eagle arms as you come into warrior three legs. Or if that's hard for you, you can flap your wings out or interlace your fingers over that front thigh and like a lever lift up, keep your chest lifting. You can also take your hands to a couch, a table, a wall, anything with the arms. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly make it back. And we're just going to step forward and switch sides. So let's come into crescent on the other side. Feet are hips width distance and come on down. Right elbow over left. Try to lift the elbows as high as your shoulders. Hands away from your face. And then release. Hands right over your thigh here. Come forward and find a warrior three. Anything with the arms. You can keep the eagle arms. You can have the arms forward, holding on to something. 3, 2, and 1. Slowly come on back. And then we're going to quarter turn. So we're in a wide leg. Hold like that. Interlace your fingers. You're going to take your hips back and you're going to go side to side. You're going to feel this inner adductor stretch here. So the back is nice and flat. The side view looks like this. Hips back. Okay. If you're more flexible, only if you're more flexible, you'll come down, heel down, toes up, and you'll feel this inner thigh stretch here. The bent knee, you're going to try to take your ankle down if you're more flexible. And then you'll also try to take your knee out. Okay, other side. So again, don't do this if it's hard to do it standing. It's even harder when you come down. So don't overdo it is what I'm trying to say. Yeah. Let's do one more on each side. And last one on this side. And popping up, you're going to quarter turn to the right. Let's set up for warrior one. Come on up. And straighten that front leg. Hinge forward with the right arm as far as you can. Grab the ankle and So find your triangle, feel that side body stretch, maybe even reach your top arm parallel to the floor. Okay. Let's bend that front leg. And if you can, you're going to walk your right hand forward, lift that top leg for half moon pose. So stacking your shoulders, your hips. If it's too much for you, you're going to just stay on the floor, bend the knee, and you can do it without the fear of falling. Okay, you can also lean against a wall here. Okay, bend the top. Maybe grab your ankle, pull it back. And let's windmill the hands down, and we're going to step it back, lower to your belly, rinse it out. Find a Cobra, a downward dog, feet together, left leg lifts, bend it and stack it, open up your hips, look under your right underarm, feel this left hip flexor stretching. Let's bring it forward. Spin your back heel down for warrior one. Come on up. Good, let's straighten the front leg. And you're going to hinge forward with the left arm. Grab your ankle and find a triangle pose. So lengthening your side body. See if you can take your top arm parallel to the floor. Right hand on your hip. Moving into half moon, so you can use a block if you like, or walk your left hand forward. Stack your hips, stack your shoulders. Keep the gaze down till you feel balanced. And then maybe turn the gaze up. And maybe grab your ankle if it feels okay for you. Roll it back. Kick it away. And windmill it down. Step it back. Nice strong plank. And lower down to your belly. And we'll pop back here. We're gonna find a nice deep hip flexor and quad stretch here. So if you have a wall, or I'm just gonna use the couch since my wall is too far away from the cameras. This is gonna be my wall. You can find something similar or use your wall, and you do want padding. So I'm just taking my mat and rolling it twice, or you can use a blanket. So my wall is right here. It's flat enough anyway. So you're gonna come onto all fours. And then with the feet against the wall, you're gonna curl your left toes under. So the left toes are not pointed, they're curled under. And you're gonna wiggle the left knee all the way against the wall if you can. And then from there, it's going to be a big step, but you're going to try to take your right foot and swing it forward. So you're going to stay here. So see the back knee is there. Some of you, you'll just stay here. And if you're having trouble breathing, then that's mean it's too much for you. So you need to move that knee away from the wall, maybe 6 inches or so. Otherwise, just try it with me. Just stay here. It'll be worth it. It feels really painful at first, but it'll be worth it. So if you can, the next step is coming all the way up, interlacing your fingers over that front thigh, pressing down, pressing into that back knee. And it might be really, really strong sensation, especially if you never stretch it here. But it'll totally be worth it. Just hang on there for a few more breaths with me. Breathing deep. And if you can, pressing down and leaning back a little. All right. And so then you're going to come back to starting position with both of your feet against the wall. And then, it's like instant gratification. That left thigh should feel amazing now, right? Because you got a nice deep stretch. So now you're going to do the other side. So you're going to curl the right toes under and wiggle the right knee all the way against your wall or that's my wall. Okay, curl the toes under. It might be helpful if you grab your ankle, pull it away so it doesn't stick. That's good enough. All right, see if you can swing that left leg forward and come on up. So again, strong sensation, pressing the right knee down a lot. Breathing strong, breathing deep, lifting your chest up if you can. Again, if it's too much to stretch, you're going to move that knee away from the wall as much as you need to. 3 more breaths here. Okay, and release. Okay. All right, it should feel really good. So we're going to come back here. You can go back to Ardha Hanuman. If you have a hardwood floor or a hard surface floor, you might want to fold your mat. And if you have your blanket or something slidey, it's easier with these props. You don't need it. You can just use your mat with no props. But I'm just showing you the slide and glide makes it easier. So from low lunge, right leg forward, you're going to come slide it back. Come into Ardha Hanuman, which we were in already. Let me come forward a bit. Just like that, Ardha Hanuman. Dig the heel down, pull it back. So since we stretch hamstrings well and quads, hip flexors, we're going to see how deep we can come into our Hanuman today. So you're going to unflex this back foot. And if you're curious, you're going to slide on back. Heel down, toes up. And breathe deep. So I like to yawn in this position. Kind of open up the hips and the jaw are kind of together. If you want, you can slide something under. And when you're ready, you'll pop back up. So make sure you have enough energy to pop back up. And we'll do the other side. So, sliding back, Ardha Hanuman. Again, you can stay here, heel down, toes up, and drag it back. Or you can slide it back. Again, try to keep enough energy to pull yourself back up. So you can see why I like the blanket and the sliding surfaces. So if you have a carpet at home, maybe if you have paper plates or something, a frisbee to slide back on, you can. So this side is deeper. You can do this. Ta-da! And when you're ready, slide it in. All right. Now we're going to come into hip opener. Let's do pigeon today. So we'll take your right knee out to the side. You'll bring your hip into the center. And you'll come up here. You can come onto your forearms. And I'm just reading, it's Anna from South Dakota. Hello, Anna from South Dakota. Okay, welcome. All right. So you can stay here or you can move around a little bit side to side, dancing pigeon if it feels okay for you. Stretching into deeper corners of your body. Looking over the side of the mat, the other side of the mat, forearms down as you reach over. Okay. Coming up and turning to your left. You can stay here or bend that back leg. See if you can catch it and pull it in. It might be easier since we did that big stretch earlier. So it might be your day to try your mermaid hook and just squeeze it in. Pull your core tight, inner thighs, and see if you can lift your arm without falling over. Any amounts. Maybe you can even take a full bind. And release. We'll do the other side. If you want to take a vinyasa, go for it. Rinse it out. Chaturanga. Cobra up dog. Downward dog. Left leg comes up and out to the side. The knee is out to the side. Forearms down, maybe side to side. Or maybe you like to hold it static here. Maybe your forearms are planted down and you're going to look over the side of your mat. Look over the side of your mat. Look over the side of the mat. Look over the side of the mat. Okay. Coming up, turning to your right. Maybe catching your foot. Maybe clamping it down for mermaid pose. And release. Okay, so with all of that, it would be nice for a little back bend. So if you want, you can just lay on your back and do a gentle back bend like this. Bridge pose. Okay, you can clasp your hands, walk your shoulders. If you have a full back bend practice, you need to practice these things. Otherwise, you lose it. Use it or lose it, it's true. So if you have a full back bend practice, fingertips pointing down towards your toes. Come on up to the crown of your head. Reset. Straighten the arms. There you go. Maybe tippy toes, maybe flat. Up to you. So back bend or bridge. Let's bring your feet closer together. Lift your right leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift your left leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on down. Let's windshield wipe your knees side to side. Side to side. Side to side. Draw the right knee into your chest. Lift your head. Take the side bend. Bend the back knee. See if you can catch your foot. Catch your tail. And try to stamp your shoulder blades back on the floor if you can. Towards the floor anyways. And release. Let's do the other side. Draw the left knee in, lift up. And turn it over to the other side. Bend and catch your foot if you can. And again, rocking. Try to get your shoulder blades on the floor. And release. Kick your legs out. You can do a nice shavasana here. Inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Sigh it out or bend both knees. Roll over to one side. Closing out the class with me. Any comfortable seating position that's comfortable for you. And you're going to inhale through your nose. Open your mouth. Surrender to your practice. Lift your arms up overhead. So collecting all of that positive universal energy, pressing it into your heart center and smile and feel blessed. Smile and feel gratitude. With gratitude for our practice here together, let's offer one Om to seal it in, inhaling deeply. Oh. Namaste. Thank you. Thanks for joining our class today. And please say hello. Oh, whoops. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share the class if you enjoyed it. And again, live streams are free for everyone, but I can't do it without the sponsors. So thank you to all the sponsors or anyone who donated. If you'd like to also contribute or help out with the live streams, you can look at the video's description to find out how you can help. Thank you guys so much, and please continue sharing my channel so I can reach more subscribers and more people can do yoga for free. Okay, thanks. Bye, Lily. Bye, Alice. Bye, and ouch.